Hello and welcome to the Pickleball Addiction podcast. I'd like to introduce you to the upcoming Pickleball Addiction team, which is taking place, which is going to be the team for the MLP-style draft at the English Nationals. So we had a draft just recently, and we'll kind of go through kind of what happened with that, and kind of I'll share a link in the description of the draft as it took place. But yeah, so this is our team. We've got Elaine, Rhodri, Mark and Thaddea. So thanks for joining the call and coming on to introduce yourself to the world for the upcoming Nationals. So, it'd be really good to go around the room and just talk to, get a brief introduction from everybody about when they started playing pickleball, how they started, and if they've run and played in an MLP event before and how that went. So, Elaine, should we start with you?
So I started playing about 5 years ago, I think now. I was forever seeing posts on Facebook by Louise Stevens, who sort of coordinates and runs London Pickleball. And she ran a taster session, which I went along to, and literally came home, and my birthday was a few weeks later, and I just said to my husband, I want a paddle. And that was it. I've not put one down since, I don't think. I did MLP last year for the UK Pickleball Shop, and I absolutely loved it. It was brilliant, hence the reason for I wanted to go for selection again this year. So thank you. But yeah, play maybe 3 or 4 times a week, possibly. I have cut back a bit. It was a lot more than that. Yeah. And I remember Thaddea coming along when she very first started and thinking, oh, there's someone else who's quite new as well. Oh, she's actually really good. So probably didn't get to play too much with Thaddea because she was straight away on the top courts.
Oh, nice.
So it's like a full circle, Thaddea. You got me.
So have you all played at least against or with each other before? Between you?
I've played against every one of them and never won. So
good job, we're all on the same team then.
Pardon?
Good job, we're all on the same team then.
That's right, that's right.
Excellent.
Very fortunate.
All right, Rhodri, do you want to have a go as well?
Well, I started a couple of years ago. I went along to a session with my mother in Cromer, that fine town up in North Norfolk, and I really enjoyed it, despite the slightly odd name that does put you off initially. And then I had to look around in London to see what there was available to play, and there was nothing near me at all. And so I set up a club here in Acton. So I've got 3 sessions a week there, and then luckily I found the wonder that is Lou Stevens, who runs some sessions in New Malden, which isn't very close, but I'm prepared to make the sacrifice to go and see her cheeky face. And so I go and play, and I see Elaine down there sometimes down at New Malden on a Thursday or a Monday. So and I've loved it from the beginning. I used to play lots and lots of tennis, and there's been a gradual decline in tennis and a gradual increase in pickleball to the point that tennis has suffered quite a lot, especially when you do a third shot drop during the middle of a tennis match and realise that there's actually no tactical merit in having played that any longer. So.
Awesome. So you played the MLP style events before?
No, this is my first one. I've played the MLP League that they organise around London at Woking, which has been good fun. But no, this is my first time in the Nationals MLP, so hopefully I'll be able to hold my own slightly. I've got Thaddea to look after me, hopefully. So. Right.
Excellent. All right, Mark, tell us about yourself.
Okay. Right, I'm the old one of the bunch. I'm 64. My birthday's on Sunday.
Oh,
Hey!
Yeah.
hey!
Oh, at the Nationals.
It was the same last year. I'm basically a tennis and squash player, but my knees have gone. I've had 2 operations. I came across pickleball at the sports centre. I heard a terrible noise coming from the sports centre. I went to have a look, and there was all these old people hitting balls on badminton courts. So I thought I could play that. So I went along, joined in, and the rest is history. I've been playing about 3 years now, and I'm addicted. Play about 3-4 times a week. I played the MLP last year. We were runners up, the team I played for. So hoping to go one better this year.
That's the plan.
That's it.
Wow, that'd be awesome. Great. And Thaddea.
So yeah, as Elaine said, I have nearly been playing for 5 years, which is crazy. I found the game when I was on holiday in America. My friends introduced me to the game, and then I came back and was very surprised to learn that we played pickleball in England. So started playing, and have been playing for the last 5 years. I played the MLP event last year. Elaine beat me last year, which I'm glad I'm on the same team as her this year.
Jang beat you. Dang it.
I was lucky enough to be part of the winning team last year. My team got us to the final. I think I hit one shot, which helped us to win the overall final, but it was definitely my team last year that did all the hard work. And we played Mark in the final. Mark was on the Roehampton team last year, I think.
That's
Mark?
right.
Yeah. So I remember, actually, we played singles, didn't we?
Yeah, I won 2 points off you. I'll never forget that.
You did very well. I mean, I was winning points off Louis to win, so you did very well.
Thank you.
So really excited with the team this year. I know that we're lucky to have really great players on the team, so it's just a really fun event to be a part of. The team camaraderie, and it's a really fun day, so really looking forward to it.
Yeah, excellent. I'm really looking forward to it as well, because it'll be my first nationals. I mean, the Open was my first kind of tournament, which is kind of quite a high standard considering all the courts they rolled out and everything, which was great. I know it's going to be slightly different at the nationals, but I'm really looking forward to the MLP-style event. And obviously there was one also, wasn't there, at the Open, which was great as well. Did they have that? Did they have MLP? Oh, was it? Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
It was, I think it was called the Duper team event, but it was the same. It was like MLP style, Yeah.
So that was good. Yeah, so I don't think the draft was, because it was supposed to be streamed, right? But am I right that it didn't work?
I don't think it ended up going live on YouTube, but I think quite a lot of the players ended up joining the Zoom. I joined the Zoom without realizing we weren't meant to be on the Zoom, and then I was looking around and I was like, "Oh, the team sponsors! I don't think I'm meant to be here."
Oh, I assumed you were helping sketchers with picking their.
Well, that's what Karen said, and I was like, "Oh, I don't think I'm meant to be here," but never mind.
No one kicked you out, so.
No.
Hilarious. Okay. So how did the rest of you find out then? Did you join the Zoom at one point then?
I didn't. I couldn't get onto the link, but I only found the link 2 hours later. I found out and watched the draft.
Okay. Great. Yeah, because it did get uploaded to YouTube pretty quick. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at work, so I couldn't see it. I had a covert earpiece. I was trying to listen covertly, and it wasn't working. So I didn't listen to it. I didn't hear it till about midnight, I think, when I finally got home.
Oh.
Yeah, quite exciting for you. Oh, yeah. Well, that's good. You're already practicing. But no, that's quite. Yeah, it was quite. I think it was a good idea to stream it. Shame it didn't work, because it's quite exciting, isn't it? Especially if you're a player waiting to see if you've got drafted and everything. So. That's excellent. Okay, so the snake draft was quite interesting. So this sort of how a snake draft. Well, snake drafts can kind of work in different ways, right? I guess so. This one they did. We drew out of the hat first 8 people, and you get the first pick up to 8th pick, and then you get the first pick in the second round. And I know that the MLP in America, they've done the drafts in the past. They've then gone 3rd round, you get first pick again, and then 4th round you get. You get the first and last pick in both ones. But in this one, they did you get the first pick, or first pick, you get the last pick, and so we ended up with the 8th pick basically, which meant we got the first pick in the second round, and then we got the 4th pick, I think, in the 3rd round, and then the 5th pick in the last round. So it's kind of worked slightly differently, but I think that kind of worked out well. I mean, for me, from my point of view, when it got to third, fourth, fifth pick. Not to say any of the players in the first round. You kind of want to be last at that point, so you can kind of get to be first pick in the second round. That's just how it worked out. So, I was pretty happy with that, how that kind of worked out in the end, and that's pretty good. So, any comments kind of on the snake draft, and like, is that kind of how you kind of expected it to run?
Did you know who you were going to pick? Did you have an idea? Did you have?
I did. So I had the disadvantage of not knowing or seeing like many of the people play that much, and I was also on holiday in Turkey, where with my family, so I didn't really get a lot of chance to like really kind of look into it. But I kind of just started looking at some of the recent results from the Open, and like who people were playing with, and the results that they kind of got from that. So I was trying to work out, as well, like, if they didn't do so well, they did do so well. Like, was it that their partner didn't do so well? So I was looking at how they did in the gender doubles and the mixed doubles to try and work out. So for me, it was kind of quite difficult. So I kind of, kind of worked it out from there. But once you get past the first few picks, it then gets like kind of hard. You kind of not picks itself, but it kind of gets. You can kind of. I think everyone would have picked the same first people in each round, or the same, first couple of people in each round. But then it kind of gets a bit hard for me. So I tried to work it out as best as I could, but I kind of had a rough idea. Okay, so Thaddea, I think you've worked out what the scoring or how the scoring we think the scoring might be based on last year, if it is the same. So enlighten us.
So it is largely the same as last year. So we'll play 1st to 21 rally scoring. So we will do, I think we do gender doubles and then a mixed doubles. So I will play with Elaine, gender doubles, and then I'll play with Rhodri in the mixed, and Elaine will play with Mark in the mixed. And then if we're tied, we'll go to a dream breaker. So we'll play singles 1st to 21. The only difference from last year is that last year if one team got to 20 and the other team got to 18, you would freeze on 18. But this year there's no freeze on 18, so you only freeze when you get to 20, and then you have to win on your serve. Yeah,
which is like what MLP's done in their most recent events too, isn't it? They've stopped the freeze at 18.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. So also, when it gets to like the next stage, then so there's 2 groups of 4. Is it the top 2 end up in a final, or is it the top 2 in the groups go through to a knockout?
I think the top 2 went through and played a semi-final and then a final. I think that was how it worked last year. Mark, can you remember?
Yeah, that was it. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you saw as well in the draft. Well, like we've been split into groups, so there's 2 groups. I don't know. Instead of being groups 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the same group, it's 1, 2, 7, and 4. I think. So I think Sam. I haven't got it in front of me. Sam and Sam Bass with Pickleball and one of the other teams. Oh, there is UK Pickleball Shop just swapped groups for some reason. I'm not really sure why. So in our group, we're with 501 Fun, Scan, UK Pickleball Shop, and then Group 1 is Franklin, Topspin Pro, Sandbass for Pickleball, and Sketchers. Are kind of all in there in the first group. So, okay, well that'd be fun. And, see how that works out. I've got nothing else to add other than kind of just trying to encourage people to come along, because I know a lot of people are going to the Nationals, but probably aren't thinking of turning up till maybe late on Thursday or on Friday. But it should be really fun to kind of watch this event, I think, and be part of this event. So it does start early though at 9:30. So if people are travelling from quite a long way, then it might be a problem getting there, I guess. But 9:30, I think, is the scheduled start time on the Thursday, and I guess it'll run till mid-afternoon or something, I guess.
I think I think last year they streamed it as well, and I think a lot of people that didn't travel up early, I think a lot of people watched the stream. So I think it's the same this year. I think if people can't get there, they can still watch on the stream. And yeah, there was a lot of positive feedback last year from people who watched on the stream and said they really felt the atmosphere of what was going on.
Ah, great. Awesome. Okay. That's it from me. Like, anything else to add? Anything else you'd like to share or talk about for the upcoming event?
No, let's just win.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Well,
Just win. Let's just win, yeah. No problem. Well, maybe is it? Am I right in Franklin have won the last 2 or 3?
I think. Oh, as in, are you including English Open?
Yes, I know
So
because you
Franklin-
won last year, but you weren't with Franklin, were you? Or were you?
So I was on Team Franklin at last year's Nationals. I wasn't sponsored by Franklin, but I got picked by Franklin for their team for MLP.
Yeah.
So yeah, Franklin won the team event, and then Franklin, I think they were sponsoring the team that won MLP at English Open as well, the American players.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're in the other group. So maybe
We have to stop
maybe
Franklin.
we'll face them.
Yeah.
Stop them from doing 3 in a row. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Thanks again for turning up. It's kind of, what time is it now? 9:20 at night. So thanks for taking the time to do this. And Thaddea, I know you're sitting in your car ready to go home. So appreciate everyone coming. But yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. Let's just win on Thursday. And
No pressure.
okay. Well, thanks very much for coming along tonight, and we'll see you all on Thursday.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
See you
you.
then.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.